Hello again on this afternoon. We're having dinner tonight. We're making dinner, so we've got a white and a red. I'm gonna do the white first, and just opened it. It's in Saouma, Inopia, Côtes Blanc, white. If you recall, we talked about Saouma before. He was a Burgundy negociant under the name of Lucien Lemoine. He decided to have his own domain, and by that time, buying in Châteauneuf was a lot cheaper and more doable for him than buying a domain in Burgundy. So he created Saouma in Châteauneuf-du-Pape. He makes amazing Châteauneufs and Côtes. We had a Côtes red together. This is his white, and both are called Inopia, Rouge and Blanc. This is 2017. It's nicely chilled here, so opened it, trying to see what's in it. The color, it's a bit darker than I thought. I thought it was going to be, some of the comments talk about how clear it is, but I think it's more golden than clear, which is kind of nice because it gives you a little bit more substance, I think, which is what is expected. This is a mix of pretty much everything: Rosanne, Marsanne, Viognier, and Grenache Blanc. So it's kind of an interesting mix from the Southern Rhône. As you know, the Southern Rhône, both on the white and the red, there's quite a number of varietals that go in the mix. It's just the nose is really, really nice, even though it's still opening up. So you've got what you expect in terms of the fruit. That the fruit is on the citrusy fruit. So and actually more than that, there's a little bit of pear, a little bit of vanilla. These things are aged in very, very big French oak food, so shouldn't have a lot of oak. So the vanilla is not necessarily from the oak or an egg, cement eggs, unfined, unfiltered, which is probably why the color is a little bit darker. The soil is very poor actually, and so the vines are not very productive, and they produce very little fruit, and it's more concentrated as a result. It's kind of an interesting flip side of the richness of the soil, if you want. Just apple, maybe a little bit of green apple, but not in a bitter sense, just kind of that sharpness. It's not, as clear cut as a nice Chablis or Chardonnay, but it's certainly got the character from the south of the Rhône. It's 14% alcohol. It's got the richness. It's got this thing you feel like you can maybe chew on it a little bit. All this, I guess, in the nose and in the color, if you want, which is pretty golden. It's got a little bit of that fruit jam, that the kind you eat with cheese, maybe quince or something like that. So it's a yellow fruit jam, if you want, not a red fruit jam. But not super sweet. So it's kind of jammy, but not sweet. Jammy more like on the fruit. It's got a really nice finish, which is, again, it's not a very expensive wine, but it's just this really nice finish. It stays a little bit on the top of your throat, and it kind of reminds you it's there. The fruit mixes with the jam, as I said. You got a little bit of apple, a little bit of pear, that sort of quince jam. It's a little bit chewy, which is really great, and it's got a nice finish. It doesn't sort of disappear, so it is, it's kind of funny for a summer wine. Maybe it's got a little bit more substance than you would think. It's not that sort of easy to sort of drink and refresh, but I think it's going to be great with some of the appetizers, and I think it's really a nice wine, and it could actually go with something non-traditional, maybe pork or chicken or something like that. It doesn't have to be limited to just white fish. Very nice. It could go also nicely with cheese. So it's a wine of freshness and substance. It's a wine that's really punches above its weight, and that quince jam, it's just quite remarkable. And I guess the Southern Rhône gives you that kind of stuff. It's so rich, so sunny, so interesting from a mix point of view. There's always something interesting. Anyway, cheers, and maybe we'll do the red together in a bit. See you.